Good morning, good morning, good morning. My name is Sean Dex and I welcome you back to the Mango Grow for your daily analysis video. In today's video, we are going to be covering Orchid, OXT. Now, some of you might be surprised with this video and I don't blame you. I don't usually cover all coins, especially the lesser known ones, but hey, then again, this one's on Coinbase, so maybe, just maybe, a lot of people know about this one. I do know a few of you in the Mango Grove from the Telegram group definitely know about this one, because this morning I woke up to a bunch of private messages, people asking me about this coin. Why? Because, well, it pumped a good 30%, as you guys can see over here on CoinMarketCap, and this sort of thing tends to draw a lot of attention, tends to draw a lot of eyes. So I got more than a few questions. People asking me, Sean, this thing has pumped. Should I be entering? Is this going to go to the moon? Now, just a rule of thumb, usually when something pumps 30%, it may not be the best idea to FOMO in, okay? But again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. But then again, a lot of people who bought over here because they woke up and saw this thing has pumped, probably was thinking, okay, this is going to go to the moon. This is probably going to go all the way back to 75 cents and I don't want to miss out. And what happens after you get sold into? Most of the time, guys, it's better to just be patient and you may get a better entry. So let's go ahead and see if there is something to be had over here, okay? I'm actually looking at this for the first time. This is a fresh look. So we're going to try and break this down step by step. You guys will get an idea, a glimpse into how I do things. So we can go ahead and start with our simple horizontals. We'll smack one right over here. You guys can see that there was a clear level over here that OXT, Orchid, whatever this coin, however you pronounce this coin, it broke to the downside, right? You can see it was getting supported, broke to the downside, had the drive through. In fact, you got the retest, right over there. You can adjust this slightly. We can go ahead and mark this as a zone, actually. Let's go ahead and mark this as a zone. And in this case, I'm going to go ahead and thin out the lines. Wow, what is that noise? What is that noise? Someone is blowing a whistle and I'm getting distracted here. Okay, cool. Right over there. That should be good enough for this guy, and right over there. Okay, so we have the zone now and we can use it moving forward. Let's go ahead and look at the 4-hour time frame to see if things, so usually you can zoom in, zoom out in the time frames to get a little bit more accurate with your levels, right? And on the 4-hour, we're seeing that we have it pretty well. Right over there too. Okay, this is good enough for me. Now, I know a few of you a few weeks ago got caught in this dump over here, right? Let me zoom out. Got caught in this dump all the way to the downside over here, and I don't see why you should have, guys. You should know better by now. This is a clear distribution pattern. We have a descending triangle over here. Now, a lot of times people tend to try and memorize these patterns, and you don't need to. A better way to look at these charts, guys, is to try and understand the psychology of what the market is doing, okay? And what is going on over here? Well, over here we have a high, a lower high, a lower high, a lower high, and then a breakdown of your support, right? So what is actually going on? Well, we can actually simply think about it through a perspective of the buyers and the sellers. While you're having lower highs, what does that mean? It means that the sellers are coming in quicker and quicker. They are getting keener and keener to sell, okay? If you had higher highs, it meant that the sellers were pulling back and they're like, you know what, I think the price is going to come up. And they're going to pull back and they get less keen to buy. So when you start seeing sellers getting keener and keener and keener and keener to sell, that is a red flag, okay? And on the flip side, what are you seeing the buyers doing, guys? You're seeing the buyers not getting keener to buy. So if you had an ascending lower high pattern, what do we have instead? We have a flattening lower high pattern, right? But if instead you had seen an ascending lower high pattern, it would have meant that the buyers are getting keener and keener and keener to buy, right? They would have been buying higher and higher and higher, and that way you know that, hey, the buyers are getting keener and keener to buy, the sellers are getting keener, less keen and less keen to sell. That's how you are an uptrend. But over here, you had buyers who were trying to hold up the price. They weren't too keen to push up the price, and the sellers getting keener and keener to sell. And by the way, guys, just a quick tip for you. Most of the time when you're seeing this kind of descending pattern, the people who are holding it up over here are the people who are selling it over here. Okay, now I cover this in far more detail in the Mango Seed program. So those of you who are in the Mango Seed program know exactly what I'm talking about. We cover this in the institutional order flow and liquidity hunting modules and sections. So go ahead and watch that if you guys have access to the Mango Seed program. I covered in detail, break step by step. But what do we have over here? We have essentially what we explained, right? Sellers being more keen, buyers eventually giving up over here, have the breakdown, get the retest, drive down, right? So there was no reason to actually get caught in this. But anyways, we kind of digress. Let's go ahead and see, do we have anything? Undo. And oh man, okay, do we have anything to play with? As you can see, this is not looking too bad. Actually, this was your retest of this major zone over here. Now we can go ahead and break down. We're going to go ahead and see if we have any confluences level by level and break it down. All right, so let's turn on the Mango ribbon. And by the way, guys, again, the Mango ribbon is completely free. Just shoot me or Krisha a PM on Telegram and we'll give you guys access. Well, you can see the Tenkin over there and the daily 21 EMA lining up with the bottom of the zone over there. Okay, so I like that for confluence. This is beginning to look like a good level to be a buyer if you are looking for further continuation to the upside. Now, again, there's not enough price history in my opinion to warrant looking at the daily and putting too much credence on it. So let's go switch down to the 12-hour and then we look at the 4-hour. 12-hour, the Kijun and the Tenkin coming in over there as well, right over there, right? So you're seeing some confluence, but the 21 EMA right over here, okay, that's a little far away, and I don't like the 10 SMA, this red line over here, guys. What we want is for it to cross over the 21, okay? We want it to cross over the 21, and then if we get a retest of that, if it lines up with the zone over here, and we get a retest of that, so something like this, right? That's what I'd be looking for. If the 21 comes up and the 10 SMA crosses it to the upside in the zone over here, that would be a really good setup. So something to keep an eye on. Let's switch on to the Ichimoku on the 12-hour. Do we have anything? There's not enough history at all. So what we'll do is clear everything out, switch on to the 4-hour, see what's going on over here. Here we had the retest of the zone, broke down, broke it up. Okay, so you can see on the 4-hour it's a lot more clear. On the first drive, we saw the resistance, right? It was respected. So we can say that, hey, this zone over here is very important. Respected, but the buyers were very keen. We stayed, we hovered in that zone. We consolidated near resistance. That's bullish. You guys know how I keep talking about that. When you consolidate near resistance, it's bullish. And then we had the drive to the upside. And now we're getting the retest from the upside, right? So resistance has flipped into support. We had support flipped into resistance over here, right? And then once it flipped into resistance, it acted as resistance over there and flipped into support again. Well, we have to see, you have to get the formal test of this still. So now we have the 4-hour there. Let's switch on the Mango ribbon, see if we have anything coming in confluence. The 200 moving average coming in there as well, guys. This is beginning to look really good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch on over to the 1-hour time frame because this coin is that new. You can actually look at the 1-hour time frame and see if we have anything going on over there. And the 1-hour 21 EMA and Tenkin getting supported over there. We have lost the 1-hour up to... this zone over here is a little bit more important than this wick over here, so I'll say that this is a little bit more important. So let's go ahead and see how this plays out. I'll be looking at the 4-hour, guys. That's how you'll figure this out. The 4-hour 200 MA, the 4-hour Tenkin, the 4-hour Kijun, all of this lining up with this zone over here that is lining up with our 12-hour levels as well as our daily levels. This is looking like a not a bad spot to be trying a trade, but I would be a little bit more patient. For me, a guy who's a little bit more conservative, if I were looking for a trade over here, the Tenkin, the Kijun, the Tenkin actually crossing over the Kijun right over there. You guys are seeing this, right? Let me zoom in for you. The Tenkin, the blue line over here has crossed over the Kijun. That is a bull sign, but I would be looking for this 10 SMA, this red line over here, to cross over the 12, over the 21. Okay, the 10 SMA crossing over the 21. That would be even more comforting for me as a conservative trader. So what targets would we be looking for? Well, let me clear out everything actually. Just start. First target, I think we already met our first target. This thing had a really good drive. That would be our first target right over there. $35.55. Sorry, 35 cents. $35. Too much Bitcoin trading. Next target already met too. If we can close above this zone over here, then we can look for further targets. And in that case, guys, well, in that case, if we close above this zone, I think there's very little stopping us from something around here actually. This zone over here, and then after that, right over there, you can look at this. So a big moves to be had, but for now, let's go ahead and do a Fibonacci retracement. This is actually pretty funny, because if you actually do a legit Fibonacci retracement, you'll have to take from this wick over here to this high over here. So that's gonna be funny. Let's see if it was actually respected. Ooh, what do you know? Okay. So you're seeing right over here, guys. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to should I remove all of this? Do we have another? Is this trading on any other chart? Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear out all these horizontals, take a screenshot of this, guys, and I'm going to turn on the Fibonacci, okay, for you guys. Just the Fibonacci, so you guys get a clear idea of what is going on. No, actually, this is what I'm going to delete all of these, guys. Okay, now I'm going to do a fib retracement from this low to this high over here, and I want you guys to look at the golden pocket zone. Are you seeing the golden pocket zone, guys? Is these two red lines over here, the 618 and the 615, and you're seeing how well is being respected. That's exactly where we close a 12-hour candle. That's exactly where we are seeing resistance. So closing above that zone over there, guys, is going to give us our target to around the 0.5 retracement level, which is around 39 cents, or let's say 40 cents. After that, lining up very well with our next level at around 46 cents. This is looking really good, right? So we can smack those same horizontals back on the line on the chart, and you're going to see that's lining up with our zones very well. Okay, and right over there, right, perfect. Okay, cool. So that's it for OXT, guys. You guys can see how simple trading can be if you let it be simple. Don't let your emotions control you. Take it one step at a time. If this, then that, the mango way, the stress-free way. I'll see you guys in the next video. Throw it a like, throw a subscribe, and yeah, if you guys don't have access to Mango Ribbon, shoot me or Krisha a PM on Telegram. Until then, I'll see you tomorrow.